Being the best athlete you can isn't easy. You must be resilient and brave, but most importantly, you must be able to self-advocate. Hi, my name is Ashlyn, and I've been playing hockey for 11 years. Hockey has taught me some valuable leadership lessons, but to understand that, we need to start from the beginning. I started playing hockey in 2013 with my twin brother. We were put on the same team in mixed hockey, which meant I was one of the few or only girl on the team. I had boys sigh when they found out when they had girls on their team. My coaches back then did everything they could to include me, but some problems were out of their control. All I wanted to do was play. This was consistent until U13. At 11 years old, girls are sent to their own dressing rooms, one smaller than your closet and where you have to share with the other team's girls. I didn't know what to do. I was left out of team discussions and plays and left waiting outside the change room doors because the boys weren't ready. Yes, I could have joined another team or joined female hockey and stopped complaining, but I kept going. I never understood why people felt that way until I was hit with my hardest season of U15. I was put on a team where the coach saw us as girls and not as players. He gave us less ice time and didn't understand that we needed something different than the boys. We didn't know how to speak up about it and help him understand. I remember this one comment he said to me. I had just scored my first goal of the season, and in front of the whole change room, he says, "Even with the pink helmet, you scored." This felt like he was telling me, even as a girl, I scored. This wasn't about my pink helmet anymore, but about my gender. Yes, I could have joined another team or just quit in general, but I chose to stay. One thing I did learn was what poor leadership looks like and how easily it can disempower others. Heading into my second year U15, I wanted a different outcome and made sure of it. I made a couple things very clear. I wasn't going to deal with disrespectful comments on or off the ice. I made that goal and stuck with it. In order to do that, I had to focus on my own leadership and focus on connections with my teammates and coaches, which led me to score my first goal of the season at our gold medal game in our home tournament. There was a little over a minute left in the third period, and the net was empty. I iced it down so we wouldn't get scored on, which turned out to me scoring the empty net goal. The rink was crazy, and everyone was cheering. I remember thinking in this moment, this is what empowerment feels like. The final score was 3-1. Heading into U18 this year, I reflected on my hockey career so far. It had come with its fair share of challenges as a female and as an athlete in general. I realized pretty quickly that nobody wanted to lead the team. So as a first year, I decided I was going to do it in small ways. The type of everyday leadership through small actions we talk about at RVSLA. For example, I brought a volleyball to one of our games so we all could play together and have fun. This turned out to be one of the best parts of the season, and I had kids making sure I brought a volleyball every day. Another thing I did was call the on-ice warm-ups for one of our games, and this turned out to be the rest of the season. I used my voice, and people listened. I was voted assistant captain by my teammates. Going into reffing, I used my knowledge from my hockey career. I realized pretty quickly that there was hardly any females officiating. So in 2021, I started my journey. As I continue to ref over the years, I've learned how to apply my core values of respect and empowerment into my reffing to succeed as a leader and as an official. Anytime someone has asked me, what's your favorite part about reffing? My answer is always the people. I've made many friends who I love to do games with and to tell my funny ref stories too, like falling into players' benches at provincials or the fire alarm going off. My one goal for reffing was always to have fun, but I've learned so much more. I've learned how to stick up for myself and ask for more. For the longest time, I was stuck doing the same level of hockey until I asked and pushed for more. Then, I was able to prove to those around me why I was there. I started doing U9, and now I'm being selected to skate gold medal games at provincials at AA level. But this wouldn't be possible without the people around me, and knowing who I am as a leader and as a ref in general. After years of hard work, I was awarded and recognized the Up-and-Coming Female Official Award of 2024. These successful seasons have pushed me to go as far as I can and to help those around me. I've done this by mentoring new officials and giving back to the community so they can have the same chances and resources I had moving up. So one day they can too do a gold medal game. Because like any sport, self-advocating is something you need to work on every day. If you ever find yourself in a situation, hockey or not, struggling to self-advocate, follow these simple rules. 1, make connections with those around you. 2, speak up for yourself. And 3, always have fun. Because when others see you self-advocating, it gives them permission to do the same. Whether this is in hockey, other sports, or in life, it applies to everyone. Self-advocating for myself has allowed me to act as a servant leader, which has changed my life for the better. Thank you.